Somewhere beyond the edge of the known universe, far past the swirling galaxies and the silent voids, lies a place whispered about only in cosmic lullabies. It is called the Veil of Solace, a nebulous sanctuary where stars go when their light begins to fade. Here the heavens mend what time and gravity have fractured. Here lost stars learn to shine again. Luminara had been drifting for eons. Once she'd blazed proudly in a constellation known for its sapphire glow, her light guiding ancient sailors and storytellers. But stars, like souls, grow weary. A supernova's shockwave had hurled her out of orbit, and in the cold expanse of space, her radiance dimmed. She forgot the song of her own pulse, the warmth of her core. By the time she reached the veil, she was little more than a flicker wrapped in stardust. The veil was not a place, but a feeling, a tapestry of auroras and liquid light, where comets curled like sleeping cats and nebulae hummed lullabies. At its heart stood an ancient star named Altair, keeper of the veil. His light was neither bright nor dim, but steady, like a breath held in perfect balance. "You've come to remember," Altair said as Luminara trembled before him. His voice was the low rumble of a dying sun, comforting and inevitable. "I've come to disappear," she replied. "There's nothing left to remember." Altair's light rippled a chuckle. "Lost stars always say that, but you're wrong. Come." He led her to a pool of liquid silver, its surface reflecting not images, but moments. "The mirror of echoes," Altair said. "To reignite, you must retrace your light, even the parts that hurt." Luminara hesitated. She'd spent millennia running from her past, the explosions, the loneliness, the slow erosion of her purpose. But the mirror pulled her in, its surface dissolving into a memory. A young star, blazing blue, laughing as she danced with her siblings in the constellation. A supernova's roar. Sudden silence, drifting, always drifting. Luminara recoiled. "Why would I relive this?" "Because light cannot exist without shadow," Altair said gently. "Your pain is not a flaw. It's a thread in your story." Days passed, or maybe centuries. Time bent strangely in the veil. Altair taught Luminara to weave stardust into stories, to let her fractures channel new colors. She met others like her. A star who'd collapsed under the weight of a black hole's grief. Another who dimmed after birthing too many planets. Their shared sorrow was a language raw but kindred. One night, as the veil's auroras painted the sky, Altair led her to the Chamber of Embers, a hollowed asteroid where dying stars surrendered their final sparks. "You think I'm ready?" Luminara asked, voice trembling. "You've always been ready. You just needed to forgive yourself." Inside the chamber, 1,000,000 embers floated like fireflies. "Take one," Altair urged. "Every spark here is a story of resilience. Let it remind you that endings are seeds." Luminara reached out, and an ember settled into her core. It burned not with pain, but purpose. When the moment came to reignite, the veil gathered to witness. Stars, comets, and starfolk hummed a harmonic hymn as Luminara stepped into the crucible of dawn, a ring of ancient fire where starlight is reborn. "Breathe," Altair whispered. "Your light was never gone. It was waiting." She closed her eyes, and the memories surged, not just the loneliness, but the joy of creation. Not just the fall, but the courage to endure. Her core surged with heat, and then it burst from her in a spiral of blue and gold, brighter than ever before. The veil erupted in starshine, their cheers supernovas of sound. Luminara pulsed with a new rhythm, one that held both her scars and her strength. In the years that followed, Luminara returned to the skies, but not to her old constellation. She chose a patch of darkness near the veil, a place where lost travelers often stumbled. There she became a beacon for those still adrift, her light a compass. Sometimes when comets pass by, they hear her singing the old hymns of the veil. They say her glow has a warmth to it now, a depth that only comes from having known the night. Stars, like people, are not meant to blaze forever without rest. To shine is to burn, and to burn is to risk fading. But in the veil of solace, the cosmos whispers a secret. There is no shame in dimming, for it is in the quiet moments, the unraveling, the mending, that light learns its true strength. Lost stars do not go to the veil to be fixed. They go to remember that their light was never about perfection. It was about persistence. It was about daring to glow, even softly, even after the dark. And so, when you next look up at the night sky and spot a star flickering, notice, it is not a star dying. It is a star gathering its courage. Somewhere in the folds of the universe, it is learning to shine again. For anyone who's ever felt their light dim, you are not a relic. You are a revolution waiting to reignite.